I need to know, who is the best team in the NFC?
It's still the Rams.
You're still on the Rams?
Yeah, it's still the Rams.
Somebody say not the Rams.
They had a bad day at the office. They still got the best quarterback in NFC.
You're out on the
They
Eagles?
got the best coach. Huh?
You're out on the Eagles?
Well, I said it was the Rams.
Okay.
Yeah, the Eagles, they got a lot of issues, but top to bottom, it's the Rams. Best quarterback in NFC. You argue they got the best coach. Second in the league. They got a top 10 scoring offense. Top 2 scoring defense. They just had a bad day at the office. It happens. That's why the statement, any given Sunday, is real. It's a game of inches. Anything can happen. That's why I always say the game has to be played.
Okay.
It just win and lost a game. But one game, look at all we had leading up to this game. You lost a game that a lot of people didn't expect you to lose. That don't just knock you off the mountaintop, because if you look at all the NFC teams, which team is the most complete? Still the Rams. So the Rams are the best team in the NFC to me.
I'm riding with the Rams. I think they're the best team. They had a little hiccup yesterday. They went on a long road trip. They played in the rain, but they're still moving the ball. The defense is killer. Just really like the setup. Stafford, Puka, Devontae Adams. I mean, the guy scoring a touchdown every week. And that defense, Skip alluded to it before, that defense is nasty. They get cranked up. They're sitting in pole position right now, and they just got to win some games down the stretch, and they're looking at the number 1 seed.
Liam?
I agree.
Everybody's riding
I'm
with
riding
Bills,
with
the
the Rams
Rams.
right now, but I do want to apologize to Chicago. That shit is not trash.
Right?
Hey, Ben Johnson is real. He a fucking dog, man. He got them guys really locked in, believing. That defense believe they can take the ball away at any moment. And how he transformed the run game is crazy. They look like
You can
when
draw it
I
up.
said the Lions, I meant Ben Johnson, wherever the fuck he at.
Right.
Because he got them boys looking like the Lions last year. That run game is crazy.
Some people can just draw it up like
Hey,
that.
he like
that Shanahan, these people,
he
man,
like
he can draw it
Sean
up.
McVay in a sense on how y'all line up, what y'all like to do. I got some runs that's gonna work. It's a little bit different, damn near week to week, depending on how y'all play. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize, Chicago. The fucking Bears is real. They take the ball away, they run the fucking ball, and they got a damn dog who leading them. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be a problem. You play that way, they gonna be a fucking problem in these playoffs. They might be the Commanders of last year, the NFC chip type problem.
Yep.
But I still think the Rams is the top dogs.
And that's why I picked them preseason. I picked the Bears to win that division. One, because Ben Johnson, I trusted Caleb Williams in the development of them going up, but it's the defense. You look at the yards and the points, but the way they take the ball away, what they just did to Philly, first off, they stopped the tush push, and then that being intentional to come in and grab the ball out of Jalen's hands, that is not
Young
by
right.
accident. That is
got
not,
corners.
That is not by accident. That's something that they are preaching. And, man, listen, you said it, Skip. Taking the ball away like that, you taking it to your bank. I'm with Lee, man. Chicago,
man,
I think the Rams are still the
Chicago.
team,
I'm
but
sorry,
Chicago
man.
is.
I'm
So
sorry.
I don't apologize to Chicago
You've been
because
riding
at the
with
end of the
Chicago.
show on Friday I said the Bears will beat the Eagles in Philly.
But you said that on some Cowboy shit, not really on no
Well,
Chicago
Okay,
shit.
well, I'm not objective on the Cowboys,
All right.
right?
All right.
All right.
Well, whoever was
right.
playing the Eagles, you would have said they was going to beat them.
I'm about to get to the Cowboys.
All
but
right.
here's the point. The Eagles are still, to me, the best team, but they're having issues, and it hasn't come back together yet. And I think they're going to struggle for a little while here until they get the ship back up top.
They will.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Eagles, and I'm saying, oh, they got to play out here against the Chargers on Monday night. Justin Herbert, you pointed out, is going to have some screw in his left wrist. But he's sometimes better when you give him an excuse, like you take the pressure off, like, oh, you can't do this. He says he's going to play, and I believe he will play. And I think he'll play very well. And I'm not going to be surprised if the Chargers knock off the Eagles, who still have to go to Washington and go to Buffalo. It seems like everybody's playing Buffalo down the stretch.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they have to go to Buffalo. Could they lose a couple of more games? Yes, they could, and I believe they will before they flip it and get it back in the right direction. if they lose a couple of more games, they'd finish 11-6. If Dallas can go win at Detroit, which I believe they will on Thursday night, then they got a real shot at winning out because they got Minnesota and the Chargers in Dallas. And then they go to Washington and go to the Giants. But I just think they're good enough to beat those teams if they're on a hot roll, which they are. So if Dallas wins out, they're going to finish 11-5-1, and they're going to win the NFC East by half a game because of the Green Bay tie. So I still think my Dallas Cowboys, our Cowboys, Aqib, because you live in Dallas, but you
just
claim
realist,
you're a
Skip.
Cowboy.
I'm just a realist.
Yeah, you're.
I've been on the bandwagon the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's
That's
been a
it.
blast.
Okay, I'm just saying the Cowboys are positioned to win the NFC this
They
year
are.
because if they suddenly get a home game off a division win, man, I'm not betting against it. I may bet some bags on Dallas
Me
down
too,
the
shit.
stretch.
To win
Okay,
the East or the whole NFC?
to win the whole
That
NFC
playoff game, that whoever that first playoff game is, it's gonna be a tough one.
No,
It's
he
gonna be
said
like-
he betting on them to win the NFC.
Yes,
like be the
I
number
like
one
their
seed.
position to win the NFC, not the 1 seed, but to win.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah,
to
he's
get
talking
to
about
the
winning
to the NFC Championship.
This NFC
to
championship.
win the NFC.
Oh, to
Period.
get to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Cowboys in the
yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Cowboys,
Hey.
Broncos.
Oh, my
Would I not
God.
love
Oh,
that?
shit.
Two delusional
Are
people
you
Cowboys,
right
that-
there.
Broncos, Skip. Hey,
Love
cheers, Skip.
Oh
Cowboys, Broncos,
my!
baby.
Cheers.
Could you imagine these boys?
Let's do it.
Okay,
The Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl. They,
you missed this combo
Now
on
look, I
Friday.
say this: if the Cowboys get into the playoffs,
They're gonna be
they're
a
a
problem.
problem.
they're a problem.
If they
for
get it,
anybody.
if they get there, now mind you, like I said before, Skip dropped the curtain on me. It's gonna be
I
tough.
dropped the curtain.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? Because they need teams to like you. You need Philly to lose a couple. Like once you get in that boat, I don't ever want to be out there in that kind of boat.
Well.
I need you to lose type shit. But if they do, and they win this NFC East division, if Philly do lose some games, the Cowboys gonna be a fucking problem in that NFC, bro. Just the momentum that they're gonna be coming with and the problems that you got to deal with. That offense,
Problems.
defense playing better. Trey will be back. I don't give a fuck what Skip say. Trey and Bland, they gonna be a problem, man. Hey.
What makes it different than the rest of the years? What do you see different than?
I see.
We've seen the Cowboys.
Schottenheimer.
No. I
Juice
seen the
shot.
Cowboys where you could take CD away and it's like, where Dak like where I want to go.
Yeah, I think
Now,
Pickens is the
it's
difference.
Pickens is a
Pickens.
fucking problem. Now you gonna be on your heels, and Dak confidence is just. I don't know. We seen Dak play well, but this Dak is just a whole
He is.
nother confident
nother
kind of
level.
guy
This
right
guy-
now.
This guy, Dak
This
is
looked like
different.
this looked like when Stafford went to the Rams. He just with that
Yep.
confidence was just a little bit different.
Yep.
And the defense you trust?
We got 2 Gerald McCoys anchor in the middle of our line. Maybe
And
they're
a
not
half of
quite-
one with Osa. He a little half
He's
McCoy.
a half
you feel me?
Man, that's
McCoy.
crazy.
I have concerns. I have concerns.
Oh,
Exactly.
everybody got
Richie.
You know you got
concerns.
concerns.
They're rolling. Dallas is rolling. They look good. And
Ain't
they
gonna
got
lie,
CD,
that
they got
D-tackle
Pickens,
tag,
and
you
they
know,
got Quinnen.
I
They
love
got
to
Kenny
see great
Clark.
D tackle play. That D tackle.
They are good. Quinnen
I'm not.
and
I'm
Kenny.
not Super Bowling it, but I like Dallas.
No.
like it.
I just think
I
they're
like
too
it.
far behind in the record. Obviously, they're playing well. They can make a run. They need a lot of help.
That's what I said. I don't
They
know
need
if
a lot
they
of
help. They could potentially win out.
Yours
and
is
still
a
not make
yours
it.
yours is
You know what I'm saying?
a yours is
Yeah.
a if they get in.
Mine's is if they
If
get
they
in.
get in.
Because I think
yours,
Philly.
yours is a you believe they getting in, or is it if they get in then?
No, I believe it. I like the way it sets up. I just got a feeling. It's
I just think Philly is a good
flowing that
team
way.
too. I don't think Philly gonna drop that many games and let them in. Honestly, that's what I think. I think the Cowboys gonna finish fucking great, and that momentum gonna take them right to next year. Like I said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna do exactly what I said.
And the reason I'm not worried about Philly, you worry about a team like Philly or off. You know the defense has been playing great. They had a rough game versus
They
Chicago,
did.
whatever. You worry about teams that don't have the pieces. We've seen Philly get different moments, a different player do something different to win games all year.
Yeah.
So that's when you worry when they don't have the guy. They got a guy everywhere across the board that can make a play when they
They
need
do.
to.
Yeah,
That's why I'm not worried about
when
Philly.
it's the month of December, and you give up 200 yards rushing.
yep.
That's internal.
You are what you are.
That's internal.
At this point in the season, you
That's
are what
internal,
you are.
bro. It ain't just like, oh, we could just fix that. I'm telling you, man, I was on a Bucks team my rookie year. We was 9-3 going into December. We just knew we was going to the playoffs. I just knew little rookie league with Derrick Brooks, Rondé Barber. We going to the playoffs. Like my first year.
Yep.
We played the Panthers. They rushed for 250. That shit lingered for the whole December. We finished 9-7, and Lee was at home on New Year's.
Right.
No playoff. 9-3. We gave up 200-yard rushing game. No playoffs. I'm telling you, that shit is internal. It make everybody kind of feel less of a man. You know what I'm saying? Seriously.
Can't stop the run. Can't run the football. That's not the recipe for
Telling you.
success.
All right, we'll find out what happens with the NFC, but we do.